Dear friends, greetings from Cape Town. I greatly regret not being able to be with you in person today to accept the Hope Foundation's first Global Courageous Leadership Award. Thank you, Shalene and Alan, for honoring an old man, but more especially for instilling hope in our youth. I applaud all of you at Columbia University today for your dedication to the development and education of young people. I accept this prestigious new award on behalf of the many, many courageous South Africans on whose shoulders I've always stood. I am because of them. I happen to have a loud voice. Our family, the human family, is the custodian of an increasingly materialistic and fragile world. The gap in the quality of life between rich and poor is a growing chasm. We're destroying our environment in order to lay our hands on the mineral and fossil riches contained in our soil. We talk to each other, but nobody seems to listen. Courage and hope are two of the most precious commodities we have to turn the tide. It is young people, unscarred by the cynicism of age, who are the custodians of courage and hope. Without the courage of South Africa's youth to oppose a fascist and racist regime, we could never have defeated apartheid. It was young Egyptians who triggered the so-called Arab Spring. It was young Americans who were responsible for voting in your first black president. While many of us oldies focus on our adult responsibilities of managing the resources we have and trying to acquire more, it is young people with their social media and their idealism who are bridging the divides, who are able to see the truth that we are one family, God's family, regardless of where we live or what we look like. Organizations such as the Hope Foundation play a critical societal parenting role. For besides providing a loving and nurturing environment in the home, surely there is no greater gift that any parent can give the world than an inquisitive, educated, caring child. My father was a teacher and school principal, and I followed in his footsteps, though I really wanted to be a doctor. I gave up teaching to study theology when our then government introduced what it called Bantu education, an education system designed to keep black people in perpetual servitude. I had the courage to act, not because I was a revolutionary or had joined the underground, but because I was young and inquisitive. I was able to recognize the injustice and was not yet burdened with too many adult responsibilities. And I had my wife supporting me. It was my faith and the structure around me that so many young people take for granted when they are young that enabled me to make these decisions. In 1976, it was the energy of Soweto's youth that led to the first letter I wrote to the South African Prime Minister then, requesting urgent systemic change. Of course, the letter had little, if any, effect. But the courageous defiance of the young people that soon followed, the common purpose that spread from Soweto across the country, triggered mass dissent from which the regime would never recover. The trick is not just to keep hope alive, but to treasure it, to nurture it, to grow it, to share it, to recognize its special powers to combat despair, to right wrongs, to balance the imbalanced, its very preciousness. Thank you. God bless you.